UK government ministers transport important paperwork in red boxes that resemble a briefcase. Why are some lined with lead, and what other design features means you can't forget to lock them? I'll say that again. UK government ministers transport important paperwork in red boxes that resemble a briefcase. Why are some lined with lead, and what other design features means you can't forget to lock them?
I mean, they got to be lined with lead so they can't be X-rayed.
I was going to say so Superman can't see through them.
I was thinking radioactive with the lead, like there's some kind of radioactive element here that's emitting, rays, and you want to stop them.
So you're leaning into the Superman thing?
But an X-ray needs a receiving plate. Like there's lots of science fiction movies and films where you have like X-ray vision or just the ability to take an X-ray photo from afar, but that only works if you've got something to receive on the other side. So I'm guessing there aren't supervillains trying to X-ray government ministers that they leave number 10? There might be.
But I mean, I guess they get stolen, if it gets run out of their hands and taken to somewhere where they could use some sort of machine to look into it, right?
With the X-rays, I don't know if it's, you couldn't really see inside the paper. You couldn't read the text. And I wonder if this important paperwork, you're trying to prevent people reading it. And so are these security measures more about stopping people seeing what's inside? I'm thinking invisible ink type stuff.
It's taken me this long into this question to realise that you cannot actually read using an X-ray machine. Not unless someone's using very, very heavy ink.
So Toby, and you are all under something. That is a security measure, but not X-rays.
This is a stupid suggestion, but it's just really heavy. Lead is just really heavy. So if you leave it on your desk somewhere, it's less likely to suddenly get snatched by someone who's running by.
They would have to drag it out. But you're only going to get stolen by people that have been doing a lot of leg days and a lot of lifting days. Yeah, I like that. So speedy folks.
Yeah. It would also allow you to have a metal detector in the building, perhaps, to make sure no one's running out with it. If it's in a library or something important, some building containing it.
Look, the weight is part of it, but not just about stopping it from the thieves that haven't done bench presses lately.
That was gonna, because I was starting to think maybe since you said some did and some didn't have lead, maybe it was meant to be some sort of decoy that if somebody picked it up and they felt it was heavy, that they thought it'd be important, but that doesn't seem to make sense now.
All the government ministers just have really hench arms just from lifting this heavy briefcase all the time.
The weight is the point.
Oh.
Yeah, we haven't spoken about the fact about you can't lock it. You can't forget to lock it.
Yeah.
I wonder if that means there's something crazy about it when it's unlocked, when it's open, that makes it impossible to move or otherwise be normal as a briefcase.
Oh, if you made the... I don't know what the name for the bit of the briefcase that you open and leave on your desk. Like, you open the briefcase, you've got the flat bit that stays on the desk, and then you've got the bit that stays up so you can access the briefcase. I feel like there should be words in the English language for those sections of a briefcase, and I'm not sure there are.
The old upper briefcasey toppy bitty?
Because it's not a lid, is it? It's not like it's not the lid of a picnic basket.
We'll call it the nave. It's the nave of the briefcase.
The nave of the briefcase. There we go. If you make that really heavy and balance it so it cannot be left open, I guess that would increase security.
There are two parts to it. One's got to do with the lead and the weight, and the other one is this feature you're talking about now.
Does it have to be on a specific type of scale itself that takes part in the opening somehow? Like it knows that it's kind of, not knows it's being weighed, I guess, but there's somehow there's a part of the scale itself that knows that this case is on it, that allows you to open it.
The old Indiana Jones, how much does it weigh technique?
I wasn't going movies.
Oh, thank you. Producer David has just chimed in to say the lid of the briefcase is technically called the flap, and I don't like that at all.
Yeah, let's all pretend we didn't know that. Let's go back to a different time.
So the flap is very heavy, is what you're saying, Julian?
I'm saying that the lead lining is heavy, which makes the whole thing heavy.
Do you need a special tool to be able to close it?
You don't, no. Other than the normal kind of features that exist in a briefcase.
But can you open it anywhere? Or does it have to be in a specific location for it to be opened?
Not a particular location, no. But the way it opens is part of the design.
A particular orientation, perhaps.
Indeed, Toby, a particular orientation.
Okay, so you can only open it sideways when it's on its side, or when it's the wrong way up.
Like normally you instead of lifting it, it just falls down. I don't know why that would help security, but
yeah, that's what I'm trying. Like you have an impractical briefcase, but I'm not quite sure how that helps secure it. You open it the wrong way, and there's just nothing in there. So it's like a magic briefcase.
Ooh. So one side is empty and the other side is a rabbit? Is that what you're thinking?
The rabbit being secret government paperwork, and it depends on which on which way you open it.
And we've got some nuclear codes. No, it's not about the secret one. It's more for the user than it is for the thief. Why might which orientation you open a briefcase make a difference?
The paper would fall out.
The paper would fall out. So why does that matter?
Oh, if you forget to lock it, it's built in a way that when you pick it up, the papers just fall out and cause you a problem. So you can't forget to lock it. You can't carry it unlocked.
That is entirely correct. Oh. You've got one half of this problem solved.
Well, that's only half. Okay.
Your options are briefcase wide open and heavy, so and it's heavy, so it will immediately fall out. If you forget to lock this before picking it up, your papers fly everywhere, and you swiftly learn to lock the damn briefcase.
Okay, so I'm giving you half points, full points, saying that that's correct. So what happens here is the handle is on the same side as the hinge, which means you cannot forget to lock it. So you've done half. That doesn't explain, though, the lead lining. Why are these briefcase red boxes so heavy?
I spent a good 30 seconds trying to describe something that you summed up as the handle's on the same side as the hinge. Thanks. Yeah, that's...
They use them to this day, but this is tradition. Now, the reason for the lead lining is that it was used more in the past with how these suitcases were used.
Just as a bludgeon, just anyone attacks you, you can just hit them with the briefcase repeatedly. And
the old lead briefcase to the head.
Not only are they on the ground bleeding, but also they've got lead poisoning.
That's right. And they won't forget their papers because of the hinge. No, not a weapon. Not a weapon.
I actually thought that was it.
No. Sorry. So these, historically, people would travel with these briefcases. But think about traveling in the past.
Before you said that, I was going to say something about weigh stations. So if you had one car with one with lead in it, one car with one without lead in it, you know which one had it, so you knew where to direct them or something. But that doesn't seem to be the case now.
We're going further back than cars, team. We're going much further back than cars.
Horses and carriages. It doesn't bounce around and fall out of your horse and carriage going over cobbled streets.
No, we are doing transport, but we're not in horse and carriages.
We're wheelbarrowing them around?
Trains, planes, automobiles.
Trams.
If it falls in the Thames, it'll sink.
That is entirely correct.
Hey!
So the lead lining was a security measure, and it would sink. So when you're taking things by boat or by ship and you lost it...
Because the Thames, a long time ago, used to have a load of ferries over it. I don't know if it goes back that far, but members of Parliament used to have to travel by boat occasionally. But I guess any water, it'll just sink.
Oversea, that's right. So the Navy, for example, would put weights into their code books. So same idea. If they were kind of under attack, they can overboard, and it goes forever.